The other one is everybody got in a kerfuffle this week. Chavo got upset that he was off the AEW roster. I talked to Chavo Guerrero this week. He seemed upset that you had not taken his calls, Tony. Are you going to call Chavo? What happened?
I am going to call Chavo.
Okay.
So I'm about, to be honest, I was a little surprised because I only missed one message from him, and then he went to the media after I missed one message from him because he I don't want to say what Chavo got paid for being the stunt coordinator for Young Rock, but he got paid a huge amount of money, and he asked if he could take the time off and leave. And I said, he was not under contract. He was on a weekly deal. So I said, I would love to have you back when, I do like you a lot, and you did a great thing, but now we're going to have to, we'll figure out, make our plans going forward and without him here. And we made plans going forward without him here, and we went on and we've done a lot of great stuff, and I really liked him. He did great stuff for us. And I definitely owe him a phone call, but I was a little surprised to hear that because I do like him a lot, and Chavo could walk in here right now, and I'm very pleasant with him. But when I saw that, I was like, it's kind of a busy week because we have a show every day. Wednesday we did Dynamite and Elevation both, and then we shot Dark in Orlando, and then we shot Rampage live. And maybe, to be fair, when Chavo was here, a lot of this has all just been crammed on Wednesday, so maybe you didn't know I had such a busy week. But he did just reach out this week, and I just haven't gotten back to him yet. So, it's I will talk to Chavo. It's fair enough.
As a West Coast wrestling fan, you guys are about to have a string of shows in Las Vegas and California. What are your plans for California? Because we've been waiting for a long time for you.
Well, it's going to be a huge loop. Dynamite will be coming off Double or Nothing. Like I said, it's the first $1 million gate in the history of the company, and we will crown both a women's and a men's Owen Hart Cup winner, and we'll have huge title matches, and it will be an event much like, an event commensurate with what you come to expect from Double or Nothing, which is a marquee wrestling event. I think Revolution's a great premium brand in wrestling, and also Double or Nothing's a great brand, so I'm very much looking forward to that. A lot of exciting things in our future, and coming off that, the very first time anybody will see AEW will be at the Forum, which is such a historic building. A lot of, I think on our sister media partner, the show about the Showtime Lakers premiered. I'm a big student of their history and the Showtime Lakers and Magic Johnson and his stat line in Game 6 of the 1980 Finals against Philadelphia. I think he had 42 points and 15 rebounds and 7 assists, starting at center as a rookie, and was the Finals MVP as a rookie. And had a lot of so it was a great history of great players, and the Lakers and the Forum, of course, before they moved out of there. And it's a building I've always really wanted to run and be associated with. And I can tell you this. I've been writing in notebooks and various word processor files and bulletin boards and message boards, word processor files that don't exist anymore, like Microsoft Write, and Dynamite since 1995, and Rampage when the roster got so big in 2011 that I had to get a second show, go figure. And so Rampage for 11 years now, and Dynamite now for 27 years. And there have been a lot of Dynamites, I can tell you in particular, at the Forum. And I think the capacity was 17,505, which is is that right? 17,505. That's a famous number. And well, anyway, it's a big deal, and that's a huge thing. And I'm honestly very excited about it because I have lived a lot of places. And I'm very fortunate, being a person who's been born on third base, to live a lot of different places. And so, in addition to where I grew up in Champaign, Illinois, and have lived a lot of my life in Jacksonville, Florida, and spent a lot of time living in London, and really because of AEW now, 52 weeks a year I go on the road, different places. Spent a lot of my life in Chicago, which is not far from Champaign, but a lot of my life I spent years in Los Angeles. And it was because of that life I had out there, which seems like a whole different thing. But I've seen, a lot of crazy stuff out there and lived a great life. And it was because of connections in media I was able to make out there that I was able to make AEW a reality and put the show on TNT and TBS because our personal connections in Los Angeles, just being at a party and making friends with people. And so that paid off, and getting a wrestling fan in that scene paid off for everybody, right? And so I want to continue paying it forward for everybody. And Los Angeles is a really special place to me. I went to eat at Craig's recently, which is a place I've eaten 100 times, and they had the paparazzi outside. And I went back Super Bowl weekend, and I'd probably eaten in Craig's 100 times, and it was the first time I've ever gotten mobbed going in by the paparazzi, so that was not fun. And that's all because of AEW. And so LA was just there for the Super Bowl. It was, you know, a great city for sports and a great city for pro wrestling with a great history of pro wrestling. So it's a big deal to me to go there, and I'll be stopping in a lot of my old haunts, and I'm very excited to be there. And then Ontario is very close to the home of Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and it's actually something we'd scheduled a long time ago. And before the pandemic, we wanted to go to Ontario because of the great connection for the Young Bucks, and also because we wanted to wrestle on the West Coast. So it's something we wanted to do for a long time. So it's great to have this opportunity. It's with Double or Nothing, and then with Dynamite in LA and Rampage in Ontario. Thanks, Red.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.